There are warriors, and then there are legends. But once in a lifetime, a man appears who does not simply fight battles. He changes what winning means. His name was Miyamoto Musashi, a swordsman, a strategist, and a philosopher. A man who fought over 60 duels and never lost. Not once, but this is not just a story about combat. This is a story about discipline, clarity, and the kind of mindset that turns ordinary men into something far more dangerous. Musashi was not born into greatness. He did not grow up surrounded by elite teachers or refined systems. He was raised in a time of conflict, where survival depended on awareness and decisiveness. At 13 years old, he fought his first duel. While most boys were still learning who they were, Musashi was learning how quickly life could end. His opponent was older, stronger, and experienced, but Musashi won. Not with perfect technique, but with raw instinct and relentless focus. That moment did not make him proud. It made him aware that fighting was not just physical. It was mental. From that point forward, Musashi began to observe the world differently. Most warriors trained their bodies, repeating movements until they became automatic. Musashi studied people. He watched how opponents stood before a fight. He noticed how their breathing changed under pressure. He realized something powerful. The battle is often decided before the first strike. While others focused on strength, Musashi focused on timing. While others chased speed, he mastered awareness. He did not wait to react. He learned to anticipate. Musashi chose a path that very few could survive. He became a ronin, a masterless samurai. No home, no protection. Silence forces you to confront your thoughts. Loneliness drains motivation. But Musashi used isolation as a weapon. He removed distractions. He removed comfort. He removed everything that was unnecessary. What remained was focus. He trained daily because he understood that discipline must come from within. Every day he chose improvement over comfort. As Musashi traveled, his reputation began to grow. At first, it was quiet. Then it spread. Then it became impossible to ignore. Fighters came to challenge him. Samurai from respected schools, confident warriors. Each one believed they would be the one to defeat him. Musashi did not rely on a single style. He adapted. He observed each opponent and adjusted his approach. Sometimes he used a real sword. Sometimes he used a wooden weapon. Sometimes he fought directly. Sometimes unpredictably. Musashi's greatest weapon was his mind. Before each duel, he studied his opponent carefully. He learned their habits and tendencies. Because once the mind becomes unstable, the body follows. By controlling the mental state of his opponent, he controlled the outcome. Among all his duels, one stood above the rest. His fight against Sasaki Kojiro became legendary. Kojiro was everything Musashi was not. He was disciplined, refined, and highly trained. His technique was precise. On the day of the duel, Musashi arrived hours late. Kojiro waited. At first calm, then irritated, then angry. His focus began to fade. When Musashi finally arrived, he carried a wooden weapon carved from a bowed oar. It appeared disrespectful, but it was intentional. Kojiro attacked first, fast and precise. But his mind was no longer calm. Musashi moved once. One strike ended the duel. In that moment, Musashi proved that victory is not always about strength or speed. It is about clarity and control. After many victories, Musashi realized that winning fights was not true mastery. Real mastery was internal. His focus shifted inward. He began to study life the same way he studied combat. He analyzed patterns, timing, and behavior. He created his own style, Nitten Ichiraira, which used two swords simultaneously. This was not just a technique. It was a reflection of balance. Later in life, Musashi retreated into solitude. He wrote the Book of Five Rings, a guide to strategy, mindset, and mastery. Earth, water, fire, wind, and void. These were not just ideas. They were principles he lived by. What made Musashi unbeatable was his ability to remove everything unnecessary. No wasted movement, no wasted thought, no hesitation. Today, you may not fight with swords, but you are still in a battle. Every day you face distractions, doubts, and comfort. And most people lose because they lack focus. They delay decisions. Musashi did not wait. He acted. He trained. Act with clarity. Train with discipline. Move with intention. Build habits. Do not fear discomfort. Use it. Musashi did not become great overnight. he became great through daily improvement. He focused on mastery, and recognition followed. Right now, there is something you are avoiding. Delay weakens momentum. Action builds it. Musashi understood this. The real opponent is not outside. It is hesitation, distraction, and fear. If you can control those, you gain an advantage. If you commit to discipline, then like Miyamoto Musashi, you will not just succeed. You will become unstoppable.